The energies came in very, very powerfully as you were singing the higher shaloms, the higher peace. We become very, very conscious of our in-breath and out-breath, because there are these radiant, radiant beings of light, galactic in nature, that have made their presence known and surround us in loving community, partnership, and collaboration. And so we connect with these most benevolent, radiant beings, all part of the family of light, the Ami Shaddai, the family of light, in a divine singularity to anchor the divine plan, to bring the ascension and raising the vibration of this sacred planet, but not just this planet only. She plays a pivotal role for other celestial bodies, ranges of a consciousness that is to make their next step forward in the evolutionary process. The rising of vibrations. And we say to you, beloveds, as we have said many times before as a divine collective, that the children of light upon the earth play a pivotal role. The children of earth who truly come from other star systems, but have chosen because of their capacity to hold love and their love for God, the divine, known as many names. But that source part of themselves that put forth a clarion call to bring vibrations and to bring radiations of light to a higher octave for those still into the worlds of duality, into the worlds of forgetfulness. And so, beloveds, we come together as a conclave. We come together with many skills, with many experiences, to collectively bring this great clarion call into fruition and manifestation. And so we are here to say that the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten have been raising their vibrations all along. And life experiences have brought him this now moment where your star cousins, brothers, and sisters work in collaboration with the most radiant ones from the angelic realms and the ascended master realms. We come together as the family of light. And we have always said to the children upon the earth, the children of light who have not forgotten, coming into their re-remembering of who they truly are, piercing through the illusions and the delusions, coming from the higher perspective and understanding that they are so much more beyond the encapsulation of a biological mechanism. And so it is in these times of times, beyond time and space, moving into this now moment, that the children of light are re-remembering who they truly are, not just one or two, but many now. Before, it was a smaller minority, almost minuscule, because Gaia, and what a new term is matrix, is that thick. But because of those who have held the light upon the way, generation after generation, that brilliance of light begins to move and radiate. And so clarity now becomes more available. And it is truly those children of light upon the earth who have made those steps, step by step, even when they were not sure or did not understand or questioned themselves, or did not allow the world to question them. and yet continued on their path. Many a time stepping off, but coming back onto the path because the higher heart of compassion and unconditional love intertwined with the soul pulse that calls because of your love of the divine for the source of all that is, the Most High God. And so it is this driving force, incarnation after incarnation after incarnation, skill after skill, lifetime after lifetime, bringing you to this now moment. In the realization, you have those who love and support you, myriads of your family of light from various streams of consciousness, ever present and around, but invisible to you. And indeed, we would say that those spiritual organs have been dormant for some time. For within the physical body, you see the history has been that body has been made from vibrational density, but in addition to that, tweaked and changed and maneuvered for agendas. But now, the true arising of consciousness and awareness with the children of light, those that lead the way, those that have awakened and awakening, those that chose to be here in this now moment, for them to move into what there is for them to do, and only that they can do in their unique way. In this period of immense energetics, rising into possibilities that were not present for a very long time. And so now there is a divine sacred collective, the ones that can see the past, the present, and the future, the sensing of lifetimes, and more importantly, out of the world of Maya, out of this energetic matrix, and being able to see from the higher perspective of the higher self. And as they tap into this glory, into this snippet of the higher self, they cannot forget that. It is embedded deeply into the physiology of their DNA. For indeed, the DNA is nothing more than an energetic that comes into the atomic and the subatomic levels. And it is indeed a frequency. And there is inherent frequency of remembering that light, remembering the undulating waveforms of unconditional love, the remembering of the vastness and wonderment of creation, far beyond the limitation of this planetoid within its gravitational pull, so much more than that beyond the great sun of Helios Vesta. A sense of cosmic beingness, because you are cosmic beings, beloveds. You are our brothers and our sisters. And we say that the earth is a beautiful place and a learning mechanism indeed, and there's no one simple answer for why. But we say to you as light workers who, unlike others, chose to be here, to be of service, that only you can do. We speak directly to you for a great awakening within the first waves, and the second and the third waves of awakening is starting with you. And as you open, as you wave into your new level of awareness and consciousness, and the re-remembering of the assignments, of the collaborations, of the partnerships, now coming more clear and astute in this grand divine plan, that you play a critical role. Indeed, we say the children of light upon the earth are the great alchemists. For these mighty souls have coming strong, determined, because of their love of God. And in this determination, they have moved through all perceived challenges, all miscreations, and have kept the faith in that soul pulse that ever called and beckoned them, that required great courage and time after time to risk the forgetfulness of this energetic creation of Maya. So easy to get lost, so easy to go into no memory, no awareness of your origins. So we say to each and every one of you in this now moment, we are so proud of you. We honor you. We lift you up in jubilance because we know the path has not been easy and what it took to be here in this moment, in this now. And we say there is now going to be more easily the interconnectionness of the family of light from various streams of consciousness in your awareness. You have never been alone, but now the clarity of that becomes more visible, anchored and true in your reality, even as you walk a physical, mental, and emotional world. We say to you that many of you will be having great transmissions as you walk your path of light and your spiritual disciplines. And as we have mentioned in the past, that your dream state and waking state will eventually come into one fullness, one blended into the other. As these small guideposts begins to anchor, as you choose to make known the unknown, as you follow your higher heart, the divine guidance that comes to you, those promptings, and even those parts of you that are not sure, yet you still move forward in an internal, deep knowingness that this is true, even though there may not be any physical explanation, but yet you follow that pulse that pulls you. And in following that pulse that pulls you, as you bring it front and center, as you open the higher heart, as your new skills that has always been there, embedded, now begin to move and awaken. There is now the resonant field that you hold that expands into the higher frequencies of those most benevolent ones that want to connect with you in a more visible and direct way. And we say to you that this is happening now. For all of you that have been on this journey, you know that your spiritual path has begun and has all along, bringing you to new layers of yourself, including your abilities, that those parts that have been dormant now come through with more clarity than ever before. And we say to you, beloveds, who hear this now, that those gifts will accelerate as you continue to walk your path, as you continue to remember who you are and the courage to do that, as you remember that you have a whole myriad of the family of light that are with you and around you, and encourage that communication and that interconnection. We say to you that you are on a rapid pathway to great illumination that you will hold as a beacon of light for the rest of the world. For them to see through the darkness and the confusion and the miscreations, that you will be that beacon of light to show the way. And so again, beloveds, You do not do this alone. You do it with a myriad of the most beloved ones who love you deeply, support you, and lift you up from various streams of consciousness, from the elemental kingdom to the great archangels, to the great Sanat Kamaras, the great mighty ascended masters and the Bene Ors, all loving you, supporting you, and guiding you. So now we bring in an energetic field that's coming from the great star of Sirius. Indeed, Sirius has been integrated in part of the history of the most beautiful Gaia. And so we say to you here now, see clearly, sense, and feel that there is a beautiful blue ray, and it is a blue ray undescribable, but it is closer to a royal blue. And as you see this royal blue emanating from the star of Sirius, emanating from a great pyramid that resides there. And this pyramidal structure emanates this blue ray. Frequencies of the great star of Sirius, the great masters that reside there and circle here now, and great star beings, not only from Sirius, but from other star systems, all working collaboratively as you work collaboratively with us. And as you can see clearly, this ray of brilliant royal blue, pulsing like a heartbeat into the sacred planet Earth. It comes into the great pyramids of the planet. Indeed, in the area of Egypt, but beyond Egypt, all the pyramidal structures above and below and under the oceans now vibrate with this frequency of blue coming from Sirius and the pyramidal structures that are there, creating a resonant field that we ask you together as a great collective to hold for the sacred earth. With each and every holy sacred in-breath and out-breath, with each inhalation and exhalation, with each movement of the chest up and down, it is pumping this love and this light that you hold in the higher heart of compassion and unconditional love that unites this divine sacred collective in this holy and sacred work. Using this frequency of great light, restoring once again the memory, restoring once again the balance, restoring once again the harmony, restoring once again the unshakable peace. And so we breathe this sacred in-breath and out-breath, part of this great triangulation of bringing in the frequency of Sirius, its healing frequency, its re-remembering, bringing in divine harmonic codes to balance, to soothe, to ease discordance upon the earth. And we see the many, many, many ascended masters from Sirius. They breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath with the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten. And in this collective breath, we move the intentions of this great ray of brilliant light, that the divine plan unfolds. It unfolds in the most easiest of ways that we reach the consciousness of the collective of humanity to soothe the imbalances and the inharmonics, to move into the hearts who have forgotten the divine collective is all but one, and the illusion is separation. And then we call upon the spirit of humanity, the true Adam Kadmon, the true light that resides within all humans, the sacred divine humanity, in the re-remembering of their charge, in the re-remembering of their source and their essence, that they stir in those things that have long been forgotten, frozen in time. And so this benevolence of the great royal blue ray from Sirius moves through the triangulation of great pyramids, moving through the sacred in-breath and out-breath of the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten, in a great continuum, conclave, partnership with the great ones from various star systems and various dimensions of light. One divine singularity in a collective, in bringing the divine memory of the higher celestial realms of light to activate the dormancy, now beginning to move through the blue ray of God's will, stirring galactic memory, cosmic memory, deep into the cosmic Christ waters of the emotions, diving deep in the remembrance of water, now coming in as a great waterfall of light, washing away all impurities, all imbalances, all discordance. We come together as the family of light, holding this frequency for the great grace and gift of Sirius. We now look as from the space in the depths of the cosmos, looking at the sacred earth. Her body is a beautiful blue pearl, but truly emanating this brilliant royal blue in her auric field. We observe her as great Elohims, holding this frequency with the family of light, and see the energy of the royal blue ray moving in and throughout her body into the mineral kingdom, the kingdom of the plants, the animal kingdom, and the kingdom of humanity. And we just hold together as the family of light the frequency of the blue ray. And as we have been embraced in this divine grace, this energetic field from the great star of Sirius and the masters there, and all the great radiant ones and star beings who held this platform for us together as a collaborative family of light, creating the singularity in our collective love of the divine. The thought comes to us now that it is time to return fully. And even as that thought came, we know that this energetic will remain. The residue will be upon us. And already we can sense and feel that the family of light begin to draw in their electromagnetic field as we are to do the same. With grateful hearts to participate with this divine collective and being part of the divine plan of the God Most High. We put forth the intention to step down our energies, drawing in our electromagnetic field with the intention to be fully back in our physical bodies and very grounded. We will do this on the count of 3. 1, preparing ourselves. 2, take a deep breath in. And 3, we are back. We are awake. We are alert. And we are grounded.